Hi, my name is Sheila Vaughn, and I am the Director of Admission at Cape Cod Community College. Today, I'd like to discuss with you the dual enrollment program here at Cape Cod Community College. Many students from the area, anywhere from Truro up to Bourne and even Plymouth, take classes here at Cape Cod Community College in the summer, in the fall, in the spring, and they even take them for a full 2 years here at Cape Cod. Today, I'm going to give you a little overview of what it's like to be a dual enrollment student here at our school, and also what the difference between what high school and college is like in a college classroom. Now, it is important that you do listen and that you do attend this information session till the end, so you can have credit that you have actually attended this information session, so that we can actually enroll you into your courses for this upcoming summer, fall, or spring. I like to start out by saying that our admission office is located at the Nickerson building, which is on the bottom floor of the first building as you come into parking lot 1. That office is where you would do any type of admission work along with your application and your transcripts. The advising office is actually located in our Grossman building, which is the building straight across from us, and that is where the advising office is and where Sharon Boonstra, who is the dual enrollment counselor, would be advising you for your courses. We also will be having a dual enrollment counselor in our office in the coming months. If you have any questions, feel free at the end to email me, and we will be happy to talk to you about any questions that you do have regarding this session. I'd like to start out by saying again that if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Now, taking courses in college, we do not take lightly. It is important that students understand that taking dual enrollment courses improves your likelihood of being accepted to college, and also is the #1 factor in the college admissions in grades earned in college prep courses, 79% of colleges. So NACAC reports that every year. It is important for students to understand that dual enrollment is a college level course, and it can be transferred into most colleges. That being said, we want to make sure that students do understand what the difference between a college course is and what a high school course is. A college course has higher expectations. It means that you're not going to be going to school Monday through Friday. You're not going to be going to school and having a teacher there every day expecting you to get that classroom work done. The content is very different. The classes run quicker, and they run about 15 weeks. Some classes run 7 weeks. They run usually Tuesdays and Thursdays or Mondays and Wednesdays, and they run for about an hour and 15 minutes. So the content goes a little bit faster than if you were to be in the 180 days of the regular high school. Also, we have a semester versus a full year. So you have 180 days when it comes to a high school level. And here, at a semester, usually runs from September until December, so about 15 weeks. So you're getting a full year's worth of classwork in one semester. That is about 33 weeks for a full year, we like to say, and about 14 to 15 weeks for a semester. Now, attendance is extremely important when it comes to a college course. We really want you to understand that it is important that students do attend classes. Sometimes on a syllabus, which is what you use to know what your classroom assignments are, they will say attendance is part of your grade. So it really is important to just show up. The calendar differences are huge. We have an academic calendar, which we will give you when you do enroll into your courses. So you can know when different breaks are and when we have our spring break as compared to a regular high school break, because those are very different. And the schedule is different than a high school when it comes to a college level, a calendar. Now, independence comes with responsibility, which means that you are doing independence when it comes to dual enrollment. You're considered to be a college student in the college classroom, which means that we expect you to be a college student, and your high school expects you to be a college student. So we don't want you to be disruptive or using your cell phones or doing anything outside of the actual classroom environment except for learning. Thank you. So we like to say that it's about 70%, 30%, and 30%, 70%. And what that means is that in a high school, you actually get a lot of interaction with your teacher every single day, which means that they're asking you questions, you're getting to talk to them one-on-one. But in college, it's about 30% that you're in the classroom, and about 70% is independent work, which means that you're doing group work, you're doing classwork, you're writing papers. So you're not in that face-to-face environment like you would be in a high school environment. Now, you are very much teacher supported in high school, But really, in college, you are directed mostly for yourself. You do have your guidance staff, and you do have your dual enrollment coordinator, along with an advisor that will help you along the way. So if you do feel like you are struggling and need some help, we have resources for you on our campus to help you along the way. Now, there's 3 keys to college success. Showing up. This is what I said in the first slide. Go to class. If you are sick, we really don't want you in class, but we really want you to show up if you can. It really is important for students to understand that this is only 15 weeks of your life, and it really is important for you to be in the classroom environment. And do your work. We expect you to do all the work. That means we expect you to do group work, to do reports, to do homework. It really is important to do the work that your professor has asked you to do. And access the resources that are here on our campus. We have wonderful resources for students that you are able to use, as you will get a student ID when you come here, and you can use all the resources that are available to any student on our campus, including the library, our O'Neill Center. There are different resources here along the way, even our Wellness Center. Now, succeeding in college is really important. So like I said, there are supports in our place. You can get free tutoring at our tutoring center. Right now, we're doing it online, and you can make appointments for any class that we have tutoring for. And you really can get a one-on-one Zoom conference call with one of your peers or with a professor. We have academic advising. If you wanted to stay on for next semester and needed to know what you needed to take next semester, you're welcome to talk to our advising center or to your dual enrollment counselor. We have support services for students that might be on an IEP or a 504, and they might need additional support services in place. We have our O'Neill Center, which can help you along the way for additional test-taking time or a note taker for those type of situations. We have a wonderful faculty here that have faculty office hours where you can talk to them about your course and what you need to get done. And of course, you have your guidance staff. Your school counselors are there for you at any time, and they're here for you throughout the 180 days that you are in school and when you're in our college level coursework. You have your family and friends. Very important for you to lean on them as you're taking your college courses. If you do have questions, lean on them for support along with your guidance staff. The responsibility, though, is 100% yours. That means that if you don't do well in this course, it is up to you to be responsible to understand that that grade is all from what the work you put into that course. Now, the O'Neill Center, which I discussed a few minutes ago, is a great place for students to access and support those services that we have on campus. They provide reasonable accommodations for students with documented disabilities. That means if you have a learning difference, sensory impairments, psychological disabilities, a physical condition, we have accommodations. Even if you have an IEP in high school, colleges do not consider that to be something that we can use once you're out of high school. But we do look at your IEP or your cognitive testing to be able to help you along the way to maybe have those additional resources that you might have had in high school that you can have here on our campus. So we can be helpful to you in any way. You just need to reach out. Again, though, it's 100% your responsibility to reach out and get the support services that you need. Now, the next step is your to-do list. What do you do? Now you've applied to our school, you have the application in, we have your transcript. What's your next step to getting into a class? Well, we would say that it would be your placement test. Now, a placement test is math and English skill that we use to show what your level of English and math skills are, so we can place you into the correct level of coursework that you would need to get into. Now, you can make an appointment usually during an information session. Right now, we are, unfortunately, in a remote session. So which means that we ask students to actually go in and make an appointment with our advisor, which is your dual enrollment counselor. And we will look at your high school GPA, or we will have you take a voucher to be able to take the placement test online. Once you take the placement test, you have your high school GPA, our advisor will reach out to you and you'll be advised and registered for your courses right then and there, usually by email or by phone. We can also do Zoom conference calls for you, which would be wonderful. You can log into what's called My 4Cs. And what that is, My 4Cs is a place for students to be able to get the resources as what's considered to be a continuing student. So you can get any type of information and course information on there. That's where you would withdraw from classes. You could add and drop a class. You also are able to access your bill and all those other fun things on our campus. Now, how do you pay your bill? Well, again, you would go into My 4Cs and see what your bill is like. So your billing would be right there. You could also talk to our business office that is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30, and you can email them at any time. You can buy your textbooks and supplies. You can do that online. Our bookstore is online, so you'll be able to really go in and get those books and have them delivered right to your home and get those supplies necessary. Now, if you are taking courses above 9 credits, we ask you to have a health insurance waiver. And what that is, you would just go online and you would waive that health insurance right from our website, and then we would get documentation of it, and we would take that cost right off your bill. We also ask for students that are taking 12 credits or more that you do need to have your immunization records from your doctor, which means that your physician would need to fill out a form saying that you have specific immunizations to be able to give to our school to make sure that you would be able to attend classes. And somebody in our registrar's office named Shelly Thompson is the person that you would speak to. Now, placement testing. Again, if you were to be able to do the placement testing, or you would use your high school transcript, we ask you to don't cram for this type of placement testing. It really is about what your skill is at that time. So we really ask you to eat well, sleep well, have some breakfast, and don't be stressed about it. Now, My 4Cs is your electronic student account. You would get to know this very well. When you register for your classes, you will get a check-in, and you will get a login account to be able to check in. Now, we actually do a campus web and billing and be able to see your grades, your schedule, your bill schedule, anything possible to be able to get your bills paid for. Now, students, you do get an email here from our school, and you will have it, usually it is your name and then your last name, and it's at capecodcommunitycollege.edu. And that is how we talk to students when you are a student at our campus. We will not be using your Gmail or your Yahoo or your AOL. We ask you to please check your student email for Cape Cod Community College, as we will not be using your school email either. We have a virtual classroom called Moodle here on our school, and you'll get to know Moodle very well. That's where you would talk to any of your teachers through an online course that you would be speaking to. So again, you'll get any type of information regarding that as you register for your courses. Now, tuition and fees, that's a big question for parents and for students. So the campus web is where you view your payment and view your bill. Bills are not mailed, so if you ask that you did not get your bill mailed, well, we don't mail bills. That would be something that you would get in your portal. Payment plans are available, but unfortunately they're not available for summer, which means that you would talk to the business office, and that is their phone number right there online, 774-330-4426. Courses are dropped for non-payment after payment deadline, which means that if you did not pay your bill, we would unfortunately drop you from your course because you had not paid your bill. Once courses are dropped, future course availability is not guaranteed. So we ask you to please pay your bill in a timely manner so you are not dropped from any of your courses. Now, we have wonderful opportunities for students that are in our dual enrollment program. Because we are a part of the state university and community college, we have things called what's called a CDIP grant opportunities. And CDIP, it stands for Commonwealth Dual Enrollment Program. So those are for students that might have financial need, underrepresented populations, first-generation students, and also STEM classes. We have limited funds, and you do need to apply early, and you do need to have an application complete. It does not guarantee an award, but a lot of students are awarded some money towards their tuition to help with the payment of these courses. We do ask for one course maximum, though. Other grant opportunities are our National Science Foundation. You do need to have financial need. You do need to have a minimum high school GPA of a 3.0. You need to be in STEM classes, and you would hopefully be a future 4C student in our STEM field. We also have Massachusetts Green Energy Center and Vineyard Wind. Some students this year have done a lot of great online courses, and it's free. It's ENV 165, and it's a renewable energy and climate careers course that students are taking online. It is open to any student, and it is a great way for students to get started in their online and dual enrollment courses. Now, if a student decides that maybe a class is not working out for a time or the professor, or, it's not a course that you feel as though you're going to really want to be in, you can do what something's called DropAdd. And what that means is you can drop a class and you can add into another class within the first week of classes. So students do need to have it signed off by their dual enrollment coordinator or their guidance staff. There are no exceptions. It means that you can't just go and drop a class and add into another one, because that could affect your graduation requirements. It could affect anything that is affecting you actually graduating from high school. And so you're taking that specific course based on the fact that you've had a conversation with your school counselor and your dual enrollment coordinator here at Cape Cod Community College. We say that there are no refunds after add drop. So be careful and make sure that you are looking at those deadlines for the drop add, because we don't want you to miss your opportunity to drop a course and to add into another one. Now, withdrawing from a course, maybe you are having a tough time in a class and you would like to withdraw from a course. You can do that after the DropAdd deadline, but before the withdrawal deadline, which is another deadline the students need to watch out for. You would receive a W in the course, but you would not receive a grade. There is no refund for this course. You would just get the W, but unfortunately you would have to still pay for that course as it is past the DropAdd deadline. This also needs to be approved by your dual enrollment coordinator and your guidance staff, as again, this could affect your graduation requirements. We want to make sure that you are taking courses that are necessary so that you can graduate from your high school. Now, there's something called FERPA, and some students have heard this word before, and that is the Family Educational Rights Privacy Act. All students' academic records are confidential. That means that parents cannot have access or direct access to a student's grades, teachers, etc. Now, students can ask for permission through our registrar's office to have their parents be contacted. They do need to fill out a form, and it does need to be on your student record that you have given your parents access to your grades and your teachers, etc. This is very important because we don't want a parent calling us asking for your grades and you haven't given them access to that. That is a very difficult conversation to have. So please, if you would like your parents to have access to your grades or teachers, please have them fill out that form. Now, that is all for today. I do hope that this has answered some of your questions regarding dual enrollment. If you do have questions, feel free to email me. My name is Sheila Vaughn again, and I can be reached at svaugghn@capecod.edu. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you, and have a great day.